Hey Taurus, how you doing? Let's see what we got going for you. Ooh, all over the place. Ooh, Taurus. Taurus. What's Taurus, like I'm feeling like really scattered. You have really scattered energy right now. Taurus, Taurus, one more card for Taurus. One more card for Taurus. What? One card. Please and thank you. So first card out, cornucopia. This is you. This is your energy. This is the energy that you should be and you're meant to be within this lifetime. You're a Taurus. You're meant to live in a life of luxury and being cared for and taken cared for. And it's like the environment around you should be supportive of you. Your Venus, your luxury. But what is the thing that's blocking you? This deceit. Someone lying to you, someone hiding something from you. What was blocking your cornucopia? The people around you, the company that you kept. There was something that was being hidden or kept from you. There was like some kind of deceit around you, people with bad intentions, ill intentions. And this is like in the environment and the state of the world right now. And it's people like this powers that be like imposing their will upon you by some kind of lie that's been blocking up your luxury, your gifts, things that were meant for you, that was being kept hidden from you. Maybe you felt your energy, your third eye being blocked. The foundation, the causes of your situations, your physical, emotional needs is the thinking man. You finally started to think of life really practically. You started to think for yourself. You started to really look and analyze things and your situation. What was the thing that was blocking you? Who was actually blocking you? You started to realize yourself of what was really going on, and you started to think, put an analytical eye onto certain ideas that was popular, and you started to look at it. What is really going on here? Is actually what is going on here what's really going on? Am I supposed to just accept someone's idea of what's going on, or should I look at this in a more analytical way and actually analyze what's going on? did I actually have to put a more critical eye on something? Because I feel like there was a blockage, and it was either putting you in some kind of negative energy, feeling that you didn't have as much as you did, or you weren't as blessed as you were, and it started to make you feel cold and blocked off. But then the moment you stepped away and you started to really analyze it, you saw the thing that was actually keeping you stuck. At the moment, whatever thoughts that you had, it was actually keeping you stuck. You felt confused. You felt tied up. You felt like, blocked. And at the moment, maybe you are blocked in a certain kind of way, but the moment that you realize what is blocking you, who is blocking you, what are the things that kept you kind of stuck, and you put a critical eye on this, it freed up your energy. Why would this be your goals, though? To be all tied up? Maybe this was someone else's goals. You feel like the goals that you were trying to meet is something that you couldn't go for or achieve because you had this thought process, or, like these certain kind of tasks or situations that kept you stuck. But now that you looked at it with a whole new perspective, that things aren't the way that you thought they originally were, because you had to look at it in a more critical eye. And it could be like the state of the situation, the state of the world, the people around you, like what is going on with like your goals of why you couldn't achieve certain things. Because there was some kind of deceit. Maybe this was self-deception that was keeping yourself stuck. A fear of some kind of success, and because you feared it, you kind of kept yourself stuck. And maybe this could have been conscious or unconscious. That you wanted to be bounded by something that is not good for you. You wanted to be bounded by some certain kind of lie because a fear of expansion, or a fear of putting something to rest that needed to be put to rest. A fear of releasing something that wasn't good for you. And you wanted to stay stuck to it. This is that goal because it was comfortable for you. And maybe that's the folly of the Taurus and Scorpio. Is like you will stay stuck because it's more comfortable for you than to actually release it and go towards something new. But it's that very thing that was actually keeping you stuck, was the very thing that was actually stopping you from meeting your goals. And that's why, because you're trying to hold on to certain kind of ideas or way of life that needs to end. And even though, like, your goal was to try to stay bound and stuck to it, though. But that was the very thing that was stopping you from reaching your cornucopia, your happiness, your luxury. And it was self-deceit and self-denial. No, I want this. No, it's good. No, these people are good for me. This person is good for me. This job is good for me. This situation is good for me. But in the end, it was just actually blocking everything that you were trying to go for. All of your goals. It was everything that was stopping you from getting to where you need to be and you wanted to be ultimately, because you were afraid of actually really achieving it. But now it's like the fog is clearing. And I feel like a lot of people are opening up to these like realizations right now and actually seeing what the hell is going on. what the hell was actually holding them back. Because you were addicted to staying in this certain kind of state of being, or this person, or this habit. And you didn't realize how much that it was actually blocking you, or you didn't want to see it. In the past, there was some kind of caring connection. Maybe a relationship. Maybe a relationship that wasn't good for you. Maybe somebody who was, you know, more of an enemy than a friend or a lover. And you really had a deep, like, loyalty towards this situation. And you wanted to stay towards this situation. But then you realize, like, you started to wonder, why is everything not working? Why are things kind of going wrong? Because you had a hidden enemy that you wanted to stay bound to. But the moment you realize this, you had to put a critical eye on this. Your energy opened up to you. In the future, there's a door to romance. Maybe you're going to come up, you're going to have a certain kind of meeting with somebody or some kind of situation. In the future, there's going to be an opening, this door to romance. In the future, there's going to be some kind of connection. You weren't ready, you were staying bound to a certain situation, and maybe even currently you are, but you're going to release itself, and you're going to open yourself up to something even that's actually good for you this time. Maybe there's going to be a certain kind of meeting in your future that you have yet to go towards. How you see yourself finally coming into balance. Maybe you're going to meet with a soulmate. Maybe this person that you are currently with, you thought was your soulmate. But in the future, you're actually going to meet the one who actually was. This is self-deception. No, this is right for me. No, this is okay for me. No, this is my person. No, this is my situation. No, this is the right job. I want to stay bound to this. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. But it was all a lie because they were working against you. You're tied up into something still that maybe you don't want to see. It's like self-deception. That's actually a hidden enemy that's working against you. And it's like the moment you decided to release this, and how much amazing possibilities, you're finally going to be meeting somebody that's actually meant for you this time. And maybe you thought, like, you didn't want to believe that this wasn't right for you. You don't want to see that this isn't right for you. Yet, no matter what you did in your life, there was always blockages that came up while you were with this person. No matter what you did, nothing ever really worked out, because this person is like, these person or the situation or these people around you are definitely hidden enemies. And And even your friends or this environment or this co-workers, people who were like silently undermining you, putting you down, making you feel unsure of yourself, you know? And now that the moment you release yourself from it, it's amazing how much energy and vitality and luck that is going to be opened up to you. This could even be like movements of alignments. This is going to be a whole new, like, you're going to be like entering a whole new like dimension. But then this time, it's going to give you the opulence and luxury that you're meant to have within this lifetime. You're going to come in meeting with a soulmate. Somebody around you sees the truth about you. Somebody around you who was, maybe you were stuck going towards, because you were stuck in a situation that you thought it was meant for you. But then the moment you release this, you're actually gonna come into union with what is meant for you. Your hopes and your fears of attaining your goal is patience. Whatever this is, it's meant for you. Have patience, have resilience, have courage. It's just you have to release yourself from this mental prison, this self-deceit. Because currently what you're in, it's not meant for you. Or like your state of mind, it's hindering you. And the moment you actually are able to take the blinders off, you're starting to see things as they're meant to be. And it's like that book, If the Doors of Perception were actually clear, you could see things as they're meant to be, infinite. The outcome, appreciation. What you'll gain from this experience is appreciation of all the beauty that you have, all of the opulence and luxury that you have. Maybe in the past you felt like you didn't have enough, you weren't good enough, that you weren't, because you were afraid of actually achieving the things that was meant for you. And so you stop yourself from attaining the thing that was meant for you. You stop yourself from going towards that thing that was meant for you. And the moment you realize this, you're like, you took that blinders off, this like eye of negativity, and you're starting to see things a lot more clearer now. And you could see how amazingly blessed that you are, and you always have been. Pulling yourself out of this bad thoughts that were keeping you stuck in a really negative state. And you had to look at a critical eye on it and saying, why am I being so fucking stuck? Why am I being so down at myself, like I'm not good enough? Well, who are you keeping around that's kind of, it's like a hypnotic suggestion, subliminal messaging. It's something that is spoken, but it's not done as in like a really obvious way. It's someone who's like passive aggressiveness, silently working against you, or silently having thoughts about you, and you felt strange around this person and you don't know why. This is why. Silently questioning yourself, your abilities. Well, this is why, because you're around people who are passing these subliminal messages, talking down on you, making you feel you're less than, and you would walk away from it wondering, why do I feel like I might not be good enough? Well, this is why. Who is the company you keep? What is the situation? What is the state of mind that's holding you back? And you're starting to see this. The fog is clearing. And you're actually seeing how much that you actually have, because maybe you weren't dealing with this person as much. Maybe you won't deal with this person or this group of people or this situation as much. And you realize how much of your energy that it was really taking up. How much you were really holding yourself back by doing this. Look, the sun and a broken heart. Or realize it. You realize there's going to be light that's going to be shown on, maybe there was wounds that you had, and this feeling of a lack of self-worth, that you weren't good enough, that you didn't have enough. Or there was somebody around you that was hiding something from you, that was lying to you and just trying to keep you stuck. But whatever this lie, it's going to be uncovered and it's going to hurt. But it was needed to. It needed to end. Because that was the very thing, what you were keeping yourself tied to was the very thing that was stopping you from actually meeting who you're actually meant for, going towards the situation that you were actually meant towards to go. And whatever lie that's being kept, like maybe this person was secretly stealing from you. And it's someone that you loved, your partner, or the person that, and you're like, damn, how could you do that to me? Or the person that you thought was like your best friend, was like secretly sleeping with your partner or like talking shit about you. You're like, damn, how could you do that to me? Or maybe even a boss that you thought that you were supposed to be in line for some kind of like promotion, but then and you were doing all of this extra shit for them, like thinking that, oh yeah, I'm gonna get it. But in the end, they gave it to somebody else because they liked all the extra shit you were doing for them, and they don't want it to stop, and they wanted to just keep using you. And they're like, damn, you're like, damn. How the hell could you do that to me? Like, damn, like I did so much, like I cared so much, like I put in so much work. And no matter what way this came up, it's gonna come to light and it's gonna fucking hurt, but it was needed. Because what you think you wanted wasn't for you. It would have made you more miserable. It wasn't right for you. This person who's gonna get it is gonna be screwed, guarantee. Because it is. It's rejection. It's God's protection, and God was protecting you because that position is shit. You're gonna get like a couple bucks more, but then you're gonna get 50 times more work. They're gonna get 50 times more work, or they're gonna, like that best friend who like was stealing from you, or like doing something dirty behind your back. Like you realize how much that they're really sabotaging you. Like how much they were actually holding you back. And whatever you're gonna get by releasing this, you're gonna get so much more, Taurus. Because you're meant to live in opulence and luxury. This is your karma within this life. And even though it hurts, it's going to open you up to all the abundance that you always have. And you will become appreciative that this revelation happened to you. Because it's going to make you realize how much gifts that you already have, that you were feeding around you and the people around you. And all because they were just undermining it, because they wanted to take from you. They wanted to take your energy. They wanted to take your luxury and, your opulence. And they wanted to take that from you. and how much they were taking it from you every time that you dealt with this people, this situation, this job. And it's going to hurt. But you're going to be appreciative. You're going to look back on this, because once you release it, you're going to get a billion times more, because what this situation was, even though you kept yourself tied to you, it was keeping you away from everything that was meant for you. And you're going to see it. And the moment that you get to this, what was meant for you, you're going to see, like, God, I'm so glad that this happened. Because otherwise I never would have known. Otherwise I still would have been stuck in this bullshit, and they still would have been secretly stealing from me. Thank God this got revealed. Goddess of the moon, what you don't see, what you don't know. 5, 6, 7, divine knowledge. They were blocking your third eye, your gifts, your intuition. You're going to have an upgrade. Spiritual knowledge is opening up to you. And you're going to be open to a lot more gifts, and whatever this upgrade after this awakening happens, you're going to, like, you're ready for it now. You just had to release yourself from this first. And now that you were in this energy, and the divine knew that this is ready to be revealed, because you're ready to take the next step. And this is why it's going to be revealed. Maybe it wasn't revealed yet, but it will be. But it's meant to, because you're ready to open up your new gifts. You're ready to enter that new step, this next evolution, Taurus. And you got a lot of divine gifts coming up. You just had to be open and ready to receive it, but you couldn't in this state, this current state. You couldn't. Because what you thought was comfortable, you were keeping yourself bound. And maybe it could have been comfortable, but it was also stopping you from achieving everything that you were meant to have within this lifetime. What is it in the future? Things to expect. Soulmate in reverse. This caring connection in the past wasn't your soulmate. It was a hidden enemy working against you. You may have thought this is right for you at the time. The situation, person, job, but they weren't. They were working against you. And now you see it now. You're finally ready to accept this. And it was divine intervention that made you see this deception. You may have been praying for some kind of like revelation. Why was I feeling like you could have been praying, you know, show me what was keeping me stuck? You could have been praying for some kind of like understanding as to why things aren't working out. This is why the divine came in. And it's like maybe you were praying for a better situation, a better, like, you know, state of mind. Your prayers are being answered, Taurus. Trickery. Have patience. Well, trickery. You're praying for patience. Let me just work with this person's situation more. I should just be patient and blah, blah, blah. Or maybe the things that I'm working for isn't coming. I'm trying to be patient. But then here, this was trickery. This was self-deception. The situation isn't right for you. And it's like you're starting to see it now. You prayed for something to be revealed, and It got revealed. It's going to be revealed. Just be patient, because this revelation, this truth will be revealed. This trickery will be revealed. These lies will be revealed. Be patient. It will be revealed. Whether it's revealed yet or not, you're going to see why that whatever you've been working on hasn't been working out. The people, the situation, the job, how it's actually been hindering you. How this person was stopping you from going towards what was really meant for you. How the situation was stopping you from going towards what was meant for you. Why everything that you worked for didn't work. This is why you didn't have energy to put in the work for what you wanted to. This is why. And you're finally able to accept it now. You're finally able to see it, of what's been blocking you. Why has things been working out? Vanity in reverse. You're finally releasing your ego. You finally stop being afraid that if I go towards something that it won't work out, so I won't. If I release this, then it means that I'm not worthy to have what I was trying to hold on to, but this thing wasn't meant for you. It was actually actively sabotaging you. And it was like an idea of yourself that if I give up on it, if I release it, it would look on me that I'm not good enough, that I'm not worthy in some kind of way. So I have to prove to myself that I'm worthy to have what it is that's not meant for me, or what's not good for me. And it's like you're finally ready to release that ego. And when you do, everything opens up to you. All of your wishes, your prayers, miracles, this door to romance. And it was like your ego was actually stopping you from achieving it. But now that you're ready to release it, everything opens up to you. You see the trickery now. Because people were trying to make it look like that they were the prize, or the situation was a prize, or the job was a prize. It wasn't. It was crap. And you see that now. And they made you feel like, oh, well, if I'm good enough, they'll give it to me. If I'm good enough, then I'll keep working for it. If I'm good enough, this person will want me. But this person, this isn't meant for you. The situation isn't meant for you. This person is not a gift. This person is a demon that's been sucking all of your resources and time and energy away from you. And now you see it now. That I don't have to strive for it. I don't have to keep working for it. They don't have to keep tearing me down in order for me to keep it, because it's shit. That's the trick. Because you see it now, it's shit. What you don't see underneath, isolation. It was keeping you stuck in self-isolation. Maybe you were keeping yourself stuck in isolation. Maybe you needed to be alone in order to start really seeing it. And maybe you will be alone for a little while so you can focus on your right path, the path that you're meant to, because it was this distractions that was keeping you away from it. And you needed to be alone in order to actually see it. And because, you know what? When it comes to divine knowledge and to divine paths, you'll need that quiet in order to realize it, to have those downloads, to have those awakenings. And if you're constantly having all these people around you, you're absorbing their negativity and energy that they have for you, or even that they have for their own situation or their thought process, and now you're actually starting to see it. You're in the place, you're going to be in the place that you need to be, but alone doesn't mean alone. It means that you're ready to accept divine knowledge. Because whatever situation you were keeping in yourself in currently, it was noise that was blocking you from it. But that's what I got for you, Taurus. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. Really helps the channel, helps get the word out. Donation box below if you feel moved to do so. I'll talk to you later. Bye.